excited about this team. I mean, you were as excited as you've been in spring about a team. Do you still feel that way halfway through camp here? Do you still feel like this is, are you on that kind of cloud, I suppose, really excited about where you're going?
We're just in the process of being here, working on football on a daily basis, you know, doing the work. I mean, nowhere I'd rather be. Enjoying it.
Austin?
Jim, given what you said about Ambry, how do you feel about the depth in the secondary and at corner? Is there a concern level there at all?
As I said, Vince Gray is doing a heck of a job. DJ Turner, Jalen Kelly Powell, doing really well. Jamon Green is trying to find out how good he is. He's got a lot of potential, a lot of ability, and developing that belief in himself, and just keep working and not worrying. I mean, I really truly believe he's gonna be a fine football player as well. Jalen Perry is another guy that's doing well at the corner position, freshman. So we got good players there.
Got time for a couple more questions. Coach, got to get to a meeting.
Coach, what have you seen from the receivers in the early going?
It's been good. Ronnie Bell has been a stalwart all camp, as he was during spring ball. Tariq's been back. He's practiced. Donovan has practiced. Nico has practiced. Mike Sanders still is continuing to develop, and also Cornelius Johnson. CJ has done a great job. He's rocketing up the depth chart as well. Those guys in particular, those six have really stood out.
Doug?
I was going to ask you about St. Bristol and Giles Jackson. I don't know if you have anything down on St. Bristol, but how's Giles Jackson's camp been?
Been good. There's some guys that could really run in this freshman class. Giles is definitely one of them. He's fast, and he's been real good. I've put him in that position where continues to grow. He'll get playing time this year.
Ryan?
Yeah, I said last week that the tight ends, Nick Eubanks and Sean McEwen, have the potential to be the best tight end duo in the country. Where do you see the tight ends fitting into this offense?
Good, really good. Sean is more and more. I mean, each season, he becomes more the complete player. Nick Eubanks is also so athletic and can run so well, and he's also really big and strong, and he's really dedicated himself to being the best blocker. Just trying to be the best, trying to get great at football and do both of those things, and he has really done a good job. Sharon Moore is a heck of a coach. Also, Mustafa Muhammad has been playing, competing. I mean, he's finding his way pretty darn good, and so is Luke Schoonmaker. So that group is doing well. Eric All is really good, and having a heck of a camp.
Last question, Angelique. Jim was wondering if you saw Luke Fickell's comments today about the James Hudson.
I did.
And what your reaction was?
Well, and I read Luke Fickell's comments, and unless I'm reading them wrong or mistaken them, I believe he's under the impression that these waivers are decided coach to coach in some kind of deal fashion, and that is not the understanding that I'm under. I'm under the understanding that the NCAA decides these waivers, and unless he has something that he can bring forth and share and enlighten us and the entire football world, I would really like to know what that is, because he called me in March and asked me about, specifically he wanted to know about the position switch that James was switched from defensive line to offensive line. And I told him, I said, yeah, I mean, after 2 weeks of practice watching James at defensive line. I personally, not other coaches, I went up to him and said, James, I think you got the body type to be really good offensive tackle. We don't mandate what positions players play at the University of Michigan. You can compete at whatever position that you want. Do you want to try it out? He did. Turned out that he was really good at that offensive line position. And that's what I told Coach Fickell, exactly the way it happened when I talked to James on the field that day. And then Coach Fickell tried to coach me on how to say it different. and I told him, Coach, I mean, I believe in telling the truth, forthright, honest. What I told James, what I tell you, what I tell compliance is going to be the truth. As I said, I read the article. He asked the question in the article, what's most important? Your personal beliefs or what's in the best interest of the kid? And I can answer that. What's most important is the truth. And when he says if he's questioning what my personal beliefs are, then that's what I believe in. I believe in being forthright, honest, and telling the truth. I'm astounded that he's gotten to where he's by not knowing the answer to that question. Because I go back to, he keeps trying to make it about that it's Michigan has blocked the transfer waiver, or Michigan has somehow decided not to grant this waiver. And that's, again, not how this process works in my understanding. As it related to the waiver, I didn't write the waiver. Our compliance asked me one question. They asked me the question of, tell us about how did the process happen with James switching from defensive line to offensive line. The same thing I told you just now, I told James on the field that day, and I told Coach Fickell. That's the only part that I've been asked to, talk about by our compliance department. And whoever I deal with, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell the truth. So if he's asking what my personal beliefs are in a different way, that's well documented. My personal beliefs on this are that a football player should have the right that they've never had, which is that they should be able to choose what school they attend and where they play football, and have the one-time ability to transfer schools. That's how I personally feel about this issue. That's well documented. And I do believe that's in the best interest of the young men who play football and play any other sport in college. That it's their decision to make and their family's decision to make. But that's really what I have to say about that.
We gotta get him moving to a meeting.